Let us know exactly what is the Bermuda Triangle and what is the place where the Bermuda Triangle is located. It is located near the Florida Plaza in the U.S., the western part of the North Atlantic Ocean. It is defined by three regions, Bermuda, Florida, and Puerto Rico, and the 3 points connected to the Bermuda Triangle with the same distance of 1,500 meters, and this makes an area of 1 million square meters. In an equilateral triangle, it is called the Bermuda Triangle, and this name is after the Bermuda Islands, which consists of 300 islands, of which only 30 are inhabited. It started with the famous traveler Colombo in 1492. Colombo arrived at the nearest point in the area known as the Bermuda Triangle. The first thing he approached was the compass in his hand. It did not recognize the place, but it moved strangely. He recorded this at the time, but the Bermuda Triangle, or the Devil's Triangle, as a large group of people call it, were not. It was discovered at the same time. It was discovered after a period of 350 years after a new year in 1840 with an accident that I knew at the time of the French Rosalind accident what happened to this ship and its crew. The ship disappeared suddenly while it was passing through the Bermuda Triangle, and after months of searching, they were able to reach it, but outside the area, there was no final trace of any of its crew, and one of the famous accidents was also the accident of the disappearance of the ship Molly Cinder 1872, which was on board the most skilled sailors in the world, and after the search in April, they were able to reach the ship, but there is no trace of the passengers or crew. In the events of the First World War, the disappearance of the ship USS Woody occurred, one of the most accidents in which America lost human lives in the Bermuda Triangle. The ship then suddenly disappeared and more than 300 people disappeared with it. Until now, there is no evidence to explain what happened on the ship. This of course let many words come out and different explanations, the most important of which is, for example, the ship swallowed by a giant monster. People again said aliens hijacked the ship and said that it was attacked. During the war in 1945, the world began to take the myth of the Bermuda Triangle very seriously, especially because the issue was not the disappearance of ships, but not also the disappearance of planes, and this after the famous disappearance of the Flight Group 19 aircraft. The American naval bombs mysteriously disappeared, and these bombers were on a routine training mission, and the most dangerous thing was that they were in a plane. She went looking for them, and the strangest thing was that the disappearance of the planes was explained that they were sent to Mars, and the strangest and most famous of the disappearance in the Bermuda Triangle is the disappearance of the ship in which was a girl vice president of America in 1812. The world opinion and the opinion in America was upside down, and many teams went around and searched for the ship, but they did not have any effect, and at that time the authorities said that there are only two possibilities for the ship to disappear, either the Bermuda Triangle or the pirates, and this time, no one has reached anything. Well, let's talk now about some myths that talk about the Bermuda Triangle. The first legend says that the lost city of Atlantis is located at the bottom of the Bermuda Triangle, and this is proven by some scientific discoveries. It also says that the pyramids of the legendary city produce enormous energy that can swallow ships and planes, and it was also said that these pyramids where Atlantis residents use it to produce energy. Some opinions say that these pyramids are time gates. The second myth says that the Bermuda Triangle is the island of Satan and that Satan and demons are the cause of the disappearance of ships and planes. The third myth is circulated by people who believe that there are aliens who say that the Bermuda Triangle area after my time, aliens enter and exit from it with ease, meaning that it is the reason for this disappearance. As for the fourth myth, it tells people who are convinced of time travel friendly the strange events that occur in the Bermuda Triangle refer to the possibility of traveling through time from one place to another, and that what a person can do is to invent a suitable machine that can be transferred to a second time. As for the fifth myth about the beast of the Bermuda Triangle, and that there are many people who are sure that there is a huge monster in the Bermuda Triangle, and scientists are divided, I see them on this issue between that this monster is a squid that can swallow ships and ride them, and that it is an unknown creature and poses a great danger to humans, and many scientists reject that it is a squid giant, because according to the words of a number of marine experts, mollusks cannot live in this place and cannot live in this water. All that was said, these are myths related to the Bermuda Triangle. A number of scientists studied the stones of the pyramids at the bottom of the Bermuda Triangle using robots, as much as 200,000 years old. They disappeared from the water about 50,000 years ago. Other than the pyramids they discovered, they estimated to lead to huge pits accumulating at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean emitting methane, and they believe that this is the reason. In the sinking of ships and the disappearance of planes, we will understand how to be able to sink an entire ship as a result of the low density of water. The ocean temperature is rising and therefore you will lose a large proportion of the ships. Of course, you will ask yourself now, if we say that methane gas is the cause of the disappearance and sinking of ships, what is the relationship of planes to the subject? And here we will say the discovery of the second group of scientists discovered by the satellite images that were collected. The media published the Bermuda Triangle area clouds three-dimensionality, and that the nature of the clouds above the Bermuda Triangle is the reason for the disappearance of planes, because the clouds play the role of air bombs that interact with each other and create air vortices capable of swallowing planes. Sea and air voyages in general over the Bermuda Triangle is the real reason for the disappearance of ships and planes, and some of the disappearance events have nothing to do with the Bermuda Triangle. In cinema films like this, everything is related to the Bermuda Triangle, and despite what we said between supporters and opponents, the mystery of the Berm Triangle is still it's confusing so far. It's your turn to say in the comments, what do you see from your point of view?